Hi, I'm Andres, and I will discuss the arguments in favor and against capital punishment. Okay, capital punishment. If he has committed a murder, he must die. In this case, there is no substitute that will satisfy the requirements of legal justice. There is no sameness of kind between death and remaining alive even under the most miserable conditions, and consequently there is no equality between the crime and the retribution unless the criminal is judicially condemned and put to death. Immanuel Kant, a famous German philosopher. So now I'm going to talk about in favor of capital punishment. Capital punishment is often supported with the argument that society has moral obligation to protect the safety and well-being of citizens. Murderers and criminals threaten the safety inside the society, and as a possible solution, only putting murderers to death can ensure society that killers will not kill again. As opposed to criminals knowing that through life imprisonment they will just be locked in a cell until forever. With capital punishment, criminals will know that they will be directly killed if they perform a specific act, and as a result, this can be scare them and they will not be willing to perform that act. Also, people who support capital punishment argue that by inflicting death on those who consciously inflict death on others, justice will be ensured for everyone in our society. And now, I'm going to talk about against capital punishment. Returning violence for violence multiplies violence, adding deeper darkness to a night already devoid of stars. Martin Luther King. First of all, there is absolutely no evidence to support the claim that capital punishment is more effective option for violent crimes than life imprisonment. Society and those organizations who represent them, such as the government, have the moral obligation to protect human life and not take it away. Based on the statistical studies across different states that have compared the murder rates in places where there is life imprisonment and places where there is capital punishment, and studies have concluded that the rate of murder is not related to whether capital punishment is enforced. Also, justice does not require to punish murder with death. It only requires that the worst crimes receive the most severe punishment. The death penalty wastes lives. Many of those sentences to death could be rehabilitated to live socially productive lives. Carrying out capital punishment destroys any good that those persons could have done for society if they were allowed to live with a rehab program. Now, to conclude, I want to share my opinion. While doing this research about this topic, I started to wonder if capital punishment was something good for society or actually something really bad. I have read different cases where people were sentenced with capital punishment, and I completely disagree with that decision. In my opinion, killing murderers is not the solution for the problem because, first of all, the government says that killing is not right, and so they should not also perform this terrible action of killing. With capital punishment, governments are setting a bad example for the society because they are doing exactly what they say that you should not do or should be done. I strongly believe that investing in the implementation of better rehabilitation programs inside the jails or even life imprisonment are better paths than capital punishment.